Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more FM23 here with the Orange Foxes. We are in the third best division in Danish league football. Oh yeah, and oh boy. Yeah, guys, I think this is gonna be one of the longer episodes. I have a lot to say. And there might only be one game today because I have a lot to say. There could also be two games, but it depends on how long I feel this episode is gonna be. So let's get into it. So I am starting. Actually, I think more and more I'm gonna lead towards into not showing the schedule, but actually talk about the games again. I really like doing that. I know the episodes are gonna be longer because of that. But again, do I care? No, not specifically. Not specifically. So the first game we played after the last game, it's Hellerup, away from home, right? So it's another really frustrating draw. Following from the last episode where we also had a draw, really frustrating. And again, it is what it is, right? It should have been a win. They had two highlights. We can pretty much see it from the XG here. They had one highlight here, and they had one light height here. And the last one, this one, of course, where they get the goal, is that's a highlight that went through the legs of our goalkeeper. It's only 0.9 in XG, this one. Yeah, you can see they basically don't have any XG, right? They have what? 0.61 XG. Still managed to squeeze one through. Annoyingly. Yeah. The problem here is, of course, that our guys is having a lot of shots, but not a whole lot of them went on target, right? You can see it pretty much. That's been the problem the entire time. We have a lot of shots, and we do have a lot of shots inside the box area, right? Actually, can we see that somewhere? Shots. Right, we do have a good amount on target, but we also have a little bit too many outside of the target, or outside of the goal area. But even here, we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think it is, on target. Why is it actually saying on target when I only see 1, 2, 3, 4? It says 4 here, but it says... That's really odd, actually. How's that? How is that working? Well, this is actually not what I was looking for. I was looking for how many shots we had inside the box area. And I believe most of our shots was inside the box area. We can see that in the analytics in here. Yeah, as you can see up here. We have 3 shots outside the target, or outside the box area, and the rest is inside. And still, we only get, apparently, 4 on target. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. So that's the first game. The next game, and also the last game before the winter break, was against Roskilde at home here, and oh boy, just kill me. Just kill me, man. It's another draw. These guys legit only had 2 highlights. Playing on extended highlights, they only had 2 highlights versus our, I think we had like, I don't know, 10, 14, I don't know, a lot. They scored 2 on those 2 highlights, and you can see that right here. I believe, actually, I don't remember if this was a penalty or a free kick, but it was definitely a good chance, right? And then I have what you could probably say is a 0.8 or 9 XG right there. Yeah, it's not like we had a lot more than them, but we did have more. We were the better team, right? We were absolutely 100% guaranteed the better team out there. Still the same problem, not enough on target, and even when we get them on target, we don't score. So it's basically the same story, and it does feel like we need better strikers or better shooters. Yeah. But I think I played over 130 hours now when I played this game, at least. I think I've actually 150 now. It's been I played a lot of hours since then, since this game already. And the more I see, the less I actually like about the match engine, to be honest. There is a lot of problematic defensive kind of situation going on. One of their goals here, I believe it was actually the last one. Again, one of my defenders just stopped running, right? And it seems to be, and I'm trying to be very, I try to avoid letting myself get away with such things, because it feels like it does happen to the player more often than it happens to the AI, but that could be just because you're noticing it more because it's happening to you. rather than the AI, right? But I do have a feeling it might happen more to us. Now, this is not just me saying this. Go on the SI forums, go on Steam forums, go on any third-party forums. You'll see a lot of people having a hard time with how defenders or how we defend, or how the game is showing us defensive things in this game. There are a lot of repetitive situations that are frustrating right now, a lot, and it happened in this game as well, and it happened in more games as well. So yeah, be prepared, be prepared. So in the winter transfer window, and also of course the break, we had a lot to do. There is actually only one guy that I brought in, and it's this guy, Ramkile. Markus Ramkile. He is a striker, right? He 25 years old. He is very physical. He's pretty good in the air, and he also got some very good mentals when it comes to maybe a high pressure game that we do like, and also pretty decent finishing capabilities. He's probably exactly what we needed, right? In terms of trying to finish the balls a little bit better, and as you can see, 5 goals from 3 apps. 8.20 in average rating, so he seems to be a very good signing so far. So he's the only one that I actually brought in. I could have gotten more, but the problem right now we have is that we're spending wages, right? Every time we're getting a new player, we're gonna spend wages. Now, to be honest, this is not my problem. This is not my fault, but our finances are definitely bleeding. If we just take a quick look, they are bleeding, and the board have already put in, I think it was 60k. So we are already now above minus 100 in terms of the overall balance, because they put in money to our club. But you know what? It's their own fault. They could just have kept us as an amateur club. Then this was never gonna happen then. So, but not my problem. But yeah, as you can see, the wages are going up, and we are actually getting closer to the 4k. That's not gonna change anytime soon. We could see ourselves being minus 500k when we are done with this save, because there is not a lot of money in Danish football. So yeah, it's not very balanced, because there should be a bit more money in Danish football compared to how the structure is, but there just isn't. Right, so that was the first part of what I wanted to show you, those 2 matches, of course, and then we had the winter break, right? Well, I'm playing a lot of friendlies. See, the 2 first game here, the 2 first friendlies, I played with the tactic we have been playing with for quite a while now, and I got completely smashed by AB and B93, and I could also see and understand that, okay, fair enough, we do need a change. It wasn't working, right? Whatever it was, it wasn't working. So I started to develop a new tactic in the next 4 friendlies here. Now, what I would say is it is working, but yeah, I'm seeing the same problems as I did before, that we are playing well, but we do not get results, right? But let's take a look at this tactic that I have developed over the past couple of games. It had developed a bit further after the friendlies as well, but this is how we're set up right now. I'm calling it a 4-3-3 asymmetric balanced, because we're playing on balanced mentality with this one. So it is very different to the other one. We are still running a defense, but we are shorter passing. We are still focusing through the mid. We are still narrow, because we do want to take advantage out wide and put the ball in towards 2 players up front now. We will work the ball into the box when we are playing unbalanced, and the tempo is standard. That's also a little bit interesting, actually. I think the tempo have a big impact on how you're playing this edition. In transition, it is exactly the same, except we are not going to distribute to the center backs. We're distributing to the target forward, because we have 2 players up there, and also we have an inverted winger that could potentially get on those second balls up there. So why not? In here, in out of position, we are standard defensive line. The high lines. The only reason I'm actually doing this is because I'm seeing way too many of those frustrating moments where my defenders are just stopping running for the ball, and we are letting in a striker it's just too frustrating to see. So I want to go standard line so I see it less often, right? I just don't want to see it that often. We're still going for a high press, so we will have some space in between the lines, but hopefully it's not going to be a big deal. Trigger often, prevent short goalkeeping because we might as well when we are this high up the pitch anyway, and stop crosses actually. We're not specifically good at, crosses, so I want to see if I can prevent them a little bit. I'm not sure about this. I'm not 100% sure about this yet, but so far it's been okay, I suppose. So that's the first tactic. The other one, this is kind of, our baseline, right? This is what we are going in with against equal opponents and easy opponents. Now, the other one is situational inside the games. We want to change it to this. As you can see, there is also a lot of changes to the personalities. We got an inside forward instead of an inverted winger. We also have a poacher instead of a pressing forward, and some of the roles have more defensive duties and stuff like that. Ball winning midfielder down here. Actually, in the other one, we don't even have a halfback anymore. We have a deep line playmaker because we want to control the game in this one. And with the defensive, we are just kind of trying to hit early crosses, more direct play, counter-attack, right? Counter-attack. We're still narrow because, again, we will leave space out wide for those early crosses to hit either the pressing poacher, actually, in this case, or the inside forward. So that's kind of what we are trying to do here. Just sit further back, not counter-pressing anything, or not specifically counter-press. Otherwise, the same thing. And out of position, we are, of course, going down into a mid-block, and we're still having the defensive line get stuck in, because if they are getting down here into our final third, we do want to get stuck in and actually try and get the ball back and counter them. Stop crosses is also in there, and of course standard trigger ring press. I could even go lower, but I think standard is okay. We still want to kind of trigger a press when they do get into us right here. But we are more seeking for the counters and just sitting back a bit, just a bit. The mentality is just be a bit more defensive minded for all of our players, right? So that's the situation with the tactic, and so far it's been, I guess, okay, but we can take a look at that now. So, after the friendlies and getting into the league again here against the Hvidovre. Now, Hvidovre is, this was a hard game, no matter what. I mean, this would be a very hard game. Away from home as well. I set up very defensively with the new tactic we just saw. Against them in the first, I think, 60 minutes or so. As you can actually see here, we have a couple of counter-attacks, but overall they were just better than us playing on defensive here. But we did get some chances, right? You can see that in the XG. We did get some chances, and then around the 60th minute or so, because I could actually see them, I saw that they went defensive, counter or something, and their mentality changed. And I also could see that their condition was a lot lower than ours, so I decided, okay, let's go for it. Let's go for it, right? Let's go balanced. Let's go over to the other tactic and try out what we can make happen here. Unfortunately, we didn't really get anything from it, but the tactic was working, right? My intuition of going for it was right. So I'm kind of happy. I'm not happy with the result, clearly, but I mean, the overall idea worked, so what else can I do, right? But not getting any points is really the main storyline of this season so far, isn't it? Yeah. Calling IF. Oh boy. Yeah. So, at this point, I was still playing with higher lines, okay? I was still playing with higher lines. The first thing that happens in this game is me having 2 attacks. One of those attacks, the last one of course, is leading to their goalkeeper getting the hands on. Actually, let's show it. You can see what happens here. You can see what happens here if you want to load. But yeah, the goalkeeper is getting the ball by us having an attack, and the first thing they are gonna do, Peterson upfield, over the top. My guy stopped running, and he's in.
Oh my word!
This is getting infuriating to see. It's not the through ball itself, because the game is right. He should be scoring in that situation. The problem is not that. The problem is not that he should be scoring in this situation. The problem is how it is showing me that with my defender stop running. That is the problem, because it happens way repetitively too much. It is getting so annoying to look at. So of course, in this game, I decided, well, actually it happened one more time, and then they also had a penalty. So in this game, I decided, well, fuck the high lines, because I can't handle seeing this in every single game. It's no way. So that's where I went down to standard lines instead of high lines. It's just too frustrating to see too many of these situations. I mean, in the past, many friendlies and past many games, even this season, also last season, but not too much last season actually, but especially this season, I'm seeing it every single match. Defenders that stop running. It is infuriating, right? It's absolutely annoying. So 3-3. And I cannot say, again, it's on repeat, right? We are the better team. We do not get the points we deserve here. Again. It is what it is, right? The last game I played was against Nesby at home. And so maybe the standard lines was better here, because we were not playing with higher lines here. And I did go in on the balanced kind of tactic. Pretty perfect first half. I mean, yeah. As I said, perfect, right? I can't really... Nesby did change to some more kind of attacking style football near the end of the half. So I actually went on defending, right? And I think it was around here, maybe the 40th minute or 38 or something. And I saw them going for a more attacking style football or change the mentality or something. I don't know. It was my, assistant manager telling me something. And I thought, okay, let's go defensive. And we definitely, we got them on the counter. They didn't like that at all. Next half, I started on the balanced again. And that's pretty much how it went until this point here where we scored a goal. And then I went defensive again. And then we just nullified them. This worked out, right? This is the first time my tactic and what we deserved was true, right? And also Ramkil just going crazy with a hat-trick. They couldn't control him, either on the counter or in the air or anywhere. They couldn't control this guy. Really good signing by us. But yeah, definitely, this is the first game this season where I'm sitting there thinking, wow, everything works how it should, and I'm not seeing anything too stupid in the match engine. Because they didn't, because we're playing on standard lines. I did not see that through ball or them or I don't know why the defender stopped running, but it didn't happen in this match. Is it going to happen in the next match when we are going to play again? Actually, it happened in a friendly right after, because I did play one more game after this one. So let's just go out here. And it did actually happen again in this one. I played a friendly against AB before the next match, and it did actually happen again. It did happen again. This goal, again, my defender stopped running. Let's at least maybe I forgot about it, but let's see it just to make sure that I'm right here. It could be something else, but I'm pretty sure that I had another defender that stopped running. Yeah, over the top.
Shifted upfield, doesn't give up.
See that? They don't even recognize that something is coming over the top. Let's see it again here. Oh, okay. I guess we need to see more
backwards. Then. Can't cut it out.
So he gets the ball here.
Straight at the keeper.
And everyone in my back line should be ready for this. Every single one of them. We're actually playing on defensive right here. Right now, in this moment in time, we're playing on defensive in this moment in time. All of my defenders should be ready for that. They are up against one guy. None of them is marking him. None of them is... They're just jockeying back here. It's just ridiculous defending, and it's not really lifelike. It's not really realistic in any kind of way, right? None of this is realistic.
That was beautiful.
It seems absolutely idiotic defending, and it is. And I really hope they do change it. But yeah, after all, 3-1 against AB, so definitely the tactic is working. I mean, we also got a little bit lucky with the goals we got here. Also a penalty, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, we definitely look okay. But we do have a problem when it comes to those balls. I think we will see that. I think most of the goals we're going to let in is a defender that stops running. Most of the goals you're going to see the rest of this season, or I will see, is going to be a defender that stops running. It is infuriating. I can keep saying it, but it is probably the worst kind of match engine thing, those repeatable kind of idiotic behaviors that I have ever seen in FM. And I have played this game for 30 years. 25, let's say 25 years. But still, it's probably the worst I've ever seen. So, yeah. Anyway, Anyway, we have 2 games, or maybe 1 game. I think we're gonna leave it at 1 game today because I've talked quite a lot already. So we have a game against Tisted FC. We are not favorites, but maybe we can pull a draw or a small win. I could see us get a small win. We'll definitely set up with the balance tactic, and the balance tactic does mean that we're playing a little bit shorter passing and try to control the ball rather than go for a more direct approach. So hopefully we can control this to the extent where we are getting a lot more chances than they are and scoring more than they are, because I am expecting to not completely, control the game in the sense that we are not letting them get any chances, but hopefully we can do enough to not really let them win the game. But we will find out. So he actually thinks we should go on positive and lower line of engagement. Not with the rest of my tactics, because then I would need to change a lot more, right? If I'm going for a lower line of engagement instead of high press, I would also need to take this out. I would need to take the trigger press out, because if you're trying to trigger a press, if you're a lower line of engagement or really low line of engagement, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't really work if you're going for that back line. That's the other thing. Your position instructions would not work with lower line of engagement. Yeah, counter press, counter would maybe work within that, but it wouldn't be great. It wouldn't be great. So I'm not gonna agree on that one. I think we're gonna go in exactly how we are here. Yeah, let's do a quick pick and see who they choose. I'm not agreeing with that at all. I don't know why they think that Ramkilde should be a target forward, and yeah, and Ørnebo, the pressing forward. I don't agree. I think we definitely need a Mogensen in there. He's also been pretty good this season. I think this is way more ideal. We got Christensen. I don't think he's going to play. I think Ørnebo is going to play this one. Brun Madsen, Sahin, Svalling. Sure, that's fine in the midfield. Mortensen as the complete wingback. Yes, please. And the rest is pretty good. Also, I put the sweeper keeper on support. Now, that's actually another point that I want to make out. Yes, the defenders that stop running is a very, very big problem in the game right now, but goalkeepers are also a problem. They are doing some absolutely horrendous things within the game. I'm not seeing it as much as other people are. I know that a lot of people have a lot of problems with goalkeepers right now. I have seen 2 times where the goalkeeper are doing something where I'm sitting there thinking, this is not only them doing something stupid, this is also the match engine doing something that is really, really, really stupid. So yeah, I think there's also a goalkeeper problem. And the goalkeeper should make mistakes 100%, but it's not about them making the mistake. It's about how it's shown. It's about how the mistake is shown to us. That doesn't make a lot of sense, right? So yeah, but we will see if that happens in this one as well. But yeah, he's on support because I kind of want him to be a little bit more. I want him to go for the target forward a little bit more often than he is inside our play, right? When the complete wingback or the fullback is playing him back or playing back to him, I want him to go over the top, pretty far up the pitch. So we have we actually get the ball really close to their penalty area when we do the long balls from the goalkeeper. If that made any sense, I don't know if that made any sense. Anyway, our bench is Blichfeldt, that's fine. Larsen, that's fine. Christensen, that should be good. I'm starting to play with this young player here, Engard, who is on the left hand side here, a wingback or fullback in this case. Christensen, Krogh, Andersen. Yeah, I think that's fine. It might not look like we have any midfielders in there, but actually Christensen and Krogh is perfectly capable of going into the midfield, so I think that should be good. Yeah. All right. Opposition instructions. I've changed them a slight bit here. I am not triggering a press on the defensive or the fullbacks, right? I'm not really going for them anymore. I'm only pressuring the central defenders, the goalkeeper, because here's the thing. Our system is very narrow, right? Our system is a very narrow one. So when we are losing possession, we don't want to go out there because it's so far from where my players normally are. So getting my players out to try and trigger a press on a fullback is leaving a lot of space in the midfield, potentially, right? So I'll just try and get the ball back by winning it when they have the ball in the midfield. Also, the defensive midfielders, I actually put in, if they do play with defensive midfielders, we also trigger a press on them. But that's the baseline, right? We want to trigger a press on the back line, but not the fullbacks. And also the goalkeeper, of course. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've done. So yeah, let's get into a match, I suppose, and see if we're gonna be frustrated with our defenders stopping their runs again. Let's hit the team selection. Let's submit the team. Go to match. Let's see if I forgot to put on... nope, we got sounds. Good. And off we are. Kickoff. There we go. Good. So what do we expect? A draw. Yeah. Away from home against Tisted, I think a draw. I hope that we win, but I think a draw.
What can they make of it?
I would be kind of annoyed if we're going to lose this 2 or 3-0. That would be...
Get on the front foot.
Yeah, that would be really annoying, but we'll see.
Looking comfortable.
Oh, a corner right from the start.
Simply didn't get that right at all, and for him, it's a sizable letdown.
Yeah, we are definitely not scored as many times on corners this season as last season.
Here it comes.
But we have scored a few, maybe 3 or 4 goals or something like that. Okay. So far, so good. We are definitely controlling the first part of this game. First 5 minutes pretty much went our way. Let's see. Okay, he's going over the top. Now, this time he's actually going up to get the ball right here. But if you see them kind of pull off and then stop running, that is where you should start worrying. If you see him go up and try and win the ball in the air, you're good. Then you're good. I mean, it could still be a goal for them, but then you are at least not seeing them stopping the run. There we go, nice.
Keep it going.
That's really nice, actually. He doesn't have anyone in the box right now, but let's see.
Out to the right. Determined piece of defending.
Really poor defending by them. Really poor defending. No one was close to Ramkile in that situation. No one. Pretty well played by Ernebo.
Decent looking ball. Oh, he did the hard part
just
right,
over the top. So that's the 3rd chance for us. 3rd chance within 10 minutes.
And back out it comes.
7 minutes even.
Let it get away.
Don't stop running.
Disappointing
well,
finish in the end.
He didn't stop running in this situation. He didn't stop running in this situation, and he's not very fast, Sørensen. He's not a very fast player, and he did tackle it. I think he actually did enough to do, but he didn't stop his run. He kept running in a consistent way, so I'm not annoyed by that. I think he just got outrun. That's not one of the scenarios where I'm getting frustrated by it. There we go, that's really nice. Nice.
And look to build on that.
Kile, he should take a shot here.
A wasted chance.
That's fine.
Sharp movement there. Standing block.
Monson.
That could have been a whole lot worse.
Still pretty good. I'm a little bit worried that they actually got in behind us one time, but yeah, it's one time, right? If we see it 2 times, maybe there is something about it.
Lack of numbers here.
Back to Sørensen.
Goes
over the top.
Chase.
Pretty poor.
And to the goalkeeper.
This is where I worry every single time. When the goalkeeper and he's going long, I worry.
Well read. Nice
there we go. Nice.
Done.
But I do worry about those because that is where most of the goals against us is coming from. Peterson.
Done delicately.
Nice.
Oh, he's got that completely wrong.
After so much hard work.
I mean, we are seeing a lot of shots. We're seeing a lot of attacking that looks pretty good.
Goes long.
Not a whole lot for them. Only that one time. Maybe there is one here for them.
Forward.
Don't stop running. Good. Very good. Oh no!
Clearly unplanned contact. That's good intervention.
I thought it was my player getting on it, but apparently they did get it in there. Okay.
Whipped it again. Saved it.
See, they are definitely capable of getting chances. So, but so far I still think we are the better team for now. But they do get 1 or 2. I mean, that's 2 half chances, I would call them.
Decisive action by the goalkeeper. Bit of a misjudgment.
We just need more than them and also score on them. This could be good.
Running off the ball as well.
This could be really good by Madsen. Okay. Well, we're working it in. Here we go. Why didn't you...
Delicately. Gets it upfield.
That was a bit odd.
Nothing.
It seems like the wingbacks when we are playing
down
with
the middle, right where the keeper was standing.
When we're playing with work it into the box, it seems like they are a bit afraid of cutting it in there as a cross. seems like they're trying to actually play it into the box instead of just, you know, crossing it in. I don't know about that. But I mean, if I work the ball into the box off, they will shoot a lot more from range and just not get good chances. Well, as we can see by the momentum, we're definitely the one that maybe are the better team right now in the first half. But we didn't manage to score, but yeah, another blocked one here. Can we get to that?
End to end here.
Well, he's saying end to end, but actually we did not really see them get many chances. The left-hand side seems to be getting a lot of the joy. That actually makes sense, because we have a complete wingback alone over there. And they could go behind him, so yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, we have 3 shots out of the target and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on. I don't know why it's not saying. I've never understood this actually, because this looks like there are 5 shots on target. This is 3, right? On target 2, but it looks like there are 2 on target here. But maybe it doesn't count the blocked shots, apparently. But that should still be counting towards on target, even if they are blocked. Never understood that. I mean, I have no idea. Anyway, I don't really see why we would change anything for the start of the next. We will probably make some changes pretty soon in the 60th minute, but we're playing okay against this team away from home. We also need to worry about that yellow card on Mortensen, but otherwise we're doing great. But we should also look towards their condition and see if they are having better condition than ours. Yeah, they actually do have better condition than ours, which does lead me to think that we might want to go defensive. Yeah. Because we can't really keep this pressure up, right? We can't really keep this pressure up. At some point, they will probably get more chances than us if we keep this up, and that's not very. That's not good for us. So let's see if we can get a goal here, maybe in the next couple of minutes. Nope, they're gonna get a corner. Okay, at least we are not conceding too much from these kinds of situations.
Hang on, in it comes.
Ooh,
Didn't catch it right.
That was actually a little bit too close to comfort. That's one more half chance. See this one and maybe make some substitutes after this one. Maybe 2 substitutes after this one. To keep the condition up as well.
Some lovely movement up front.
That's pretty good.
Making themselves available.
See if we can.
And he's managed to get to it.
I mean, yeah.
Great exchange.
Not the best here. Not the best. I mean, if he does that, he really needs to hit Ernebor, and he really needs to make it sure that we get something from it. Otherwise, we are not really in control of the ball, which we like to be here on Balanced. Sahin. Oh no, that's not good. Should never lose. Okay, that's really good.
Excellent challenge.
Oh, hello.
This is from a challenge there. He's got the space.
Oh, Mortensen. What? High pressure working out here.
Short of superlatives. That
What is
extra special.
It's a little bit odd because we do not high pressure on. We do not go for a trigger press on the fullbacks. But that's actually what happened here. They actually both went for the fullback on the same time, and they got it, and that created that chance, which is not how we would actually like to see it. But in this case, I mean, it happened anyway because whatever reason the game had for both the pressing forward and complete wingback to go for that guy, it worked. Now, I think we're actually taking Mortensen out after that. He's on a yellow, and we do have Larsen, who is a pretty good player to put in this spot. He can also have a lot of joy down that right-hand side, especially with how fast he is. The later on you can get these types of players with really good physicals, the better, because they can take advantage of the condition of the opposition's fullbacks or wingbacks or whatever they have in there. Central defenders as well. So I think we're gonna do that, and El Sabahi is, I guess he could. He's definitely coming off at some stage, but it's probably not now. Maybe we want some fresh legs in the midfield. Is probably more along the lines of what I want here. I think Sahin could come off instead of either Christensen or Cole. We're actually going for someone who is better going forward. I don't know if I actually like that at all. Maybe Ørnebo instead. Maybe fresh legs on the other side here for Christensen. That might actually be better. Not fresh legs in the midfield. We can do that later on anyway. I'm very tempted to go defensive, but I think I'm gonna stick it to the balance. I'm a little bit worried going defensive right now.
Deep cross.
We might do it later on.
Away.
Come on, come on.
Oh, no messing about.
Ooh.
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Okay.
Coached through there.
Over the top. Good. Ankile coming deep.
Looks to bypass the midfield.
Ankile running wide. Let's see if he can get to it. He is quite fast, actually. Sahin, this could be good. Svalling, we're playing it around. That's not the ball we were looking for, but oh, big mistake! Ooh!
Oh, that is a terrific save!
That should have been a goal, man. That was a horrible mistake by their defender. Absolutely horrendous. Okay. Come on. Come on, Mountain.
There were better options before the ball was lost.
Yeah.
Ball's out once more.
I mean, our target forwards are fine, but we don't have that Fester kind of
deep.
jumping reach.
Oh! Good intervention.
Okay, Svalling. Can he get it again? He couldn't get it in there. He lost it, okay. But still, I mean, we're looking a bit... We're definitely the team that possibly could get the second goal here. But the further we get into this match, at some stage, they're going to come for us, right? They're going to try and get the ball and attack us. So I don't really know. I think we're going to put Blichfeld in there because he's a better defender than Ilus-Bahi is as a defender, but Ilus-Bahi is better overall. But the condition, that's what's worrying me here. I mean, yeah, he's having a good game, but his condition is a bit of a problem. Same with Sørensen. Actually, in this case, I might actually be inclined to just wait a little bit longer and only do one sub here early on. And I think it's going to be in the midfield this time around. That's the thing. All of our players out here are very maybe how's Peterson doing? He's also doing good. It's probably Sørensen more than anyone that I probably should take out here. Okay, let's do that and keep Ilus-Bahi in there. I'm just worried about his condition, but now when he has Blichfeld in there as a fresh one, hopefully we can be okay in this spot. What is the analyst gonna say here? We're definitely more playing down the right-hand side here in the midfield than the left-hand side. Interesting, actually. I think it's because Ramkil is coming deep really often and then connecting up with the complete wingback. A lot of our attacks is going that direction, funny enough, because our Masila and inverted wingback and even... We got a lot of players over there, but it's not really going in that direction when we are building up the place. Which is a kind of funny, because I thought it would go the other way around. I think around the 80th minute we're going to go on defensive here, if we don't score again. We might even do it if we score again. That's nice. That's good. Christensen back to Peterson. Lovely football here. Good. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Wildly off target.
Yes. You know, that's not how you work the ball into the box. That's not really what I was looking for.
Plays it long.
At all.
A lot of huffing and puffing. Get on the front foot.
Uh-oh. This is not good. I do not like this. I think it's time. I think it's time to stick it over there. Play on the counter. I think it's time. I didn't see them change anything. I didn't notice. No. Actually, the advice is... Yeah. No, it's fine. The advice is fine. It's just not very often they're actually telling me anything really interesting. Okay, we get a corner here, 77 minutes in. We're gonna go ahead and make our subs pretty soon. We have 2 more to go.
Here comes the corner.
He's hit the ball. Another one that could have gone in. Uh-oh, this is not good.
With whip. Being taken out there.
Penalty. Can't do anything here. It is what it is, Ryan.
It is time to stand tall and to be counted.
Yeah. It's not deserved. I mean, it's so undeserved. And this has been the story the entire season, right? It's like we are so far the better team, but something in the matches are gonna happen, and we are still gonna lose out. It's anxious now. That's Well, now we're looking for a goal. I think we're going to put Andersen in there. Instead of either, yeah, I think actually instead of Ranky, so we have two pretty big boys in there. I think we're going to put Andersen as the target forward and Mogensen as the poacher. Yeah, sure. And I think also we're going to put Poe in there in the midfield to be a little bit... He's way better in terms of going forward than Madsen is, so let's put him in there. But yeah, this is... I think it's a bit undeserved that they get that penalty, but, you know, we were being okay with a draw when we started this match, and I guess we should be okay with a draw when we are ending this match as well. Or not, but it's offside. It's offside. Okay. Well, as long as we don't lose it, I'm okay. Well, here comes the curse.
And he's going long.
Here comes the curse. Good defending there.
Looking to plough forward.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Run for it, Mogensen. Run. He's not very fast, so yeah. Oh. Okay, still going.
Challenged there.
That was odd. What happened there? That looked very strange. Okay.
Pressure stays on. It is a corner.
Guess we got a corner. Is this leading up to a goal now? Because it's very odd the way they are showing us these two highlights. Could be a goal now. Oh, they are leaving it. Okay, now he's getting pulled out. He's getting pulled out. What is going on in there? Say there are only two on the line there. What? What was that highlight? I'm so confused. I'm so confused about that highlight.
A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone...
What happened? That was the most strange highlight I've ever seen. Okay, whatever. Well, I won one, so yeah. Again, I don't feel like they deserve that. I mean, they have one shot on target, and it's the penalty, right? I feel like we were the better team, especially thinking who we are playing. We were definitely the better team. But again, we don't really get the 3 points. We get away with 1 point, but it still feel a little bit like a loss not getting those extra 2 points. So the story is still the same with this season. So you might be wondering where we are in the league, because I haven't shown you in this episode. Yeah, we are 7th in the league right now, which is not terrible. Honestly, it's not terrible, but we are definitely nowhere near the levels. I don't think we're gonna get into the promotion hunt. We have how many games left now? 2, I think. Yeah, 2 left. So I mean, we need we need maximum points, and we need Nesby to not get anything, or Roskilde. So I don't really see that happening. I don't really see that happening. So yeah, I think our season for now is about just not getting relegated, and yeah, I guess the goal is the same. Just don't get relegated, and I think the prediction is gonna hold true to what I said in the to begin with in this season, that we're probably gonna be around 6th, 7th, or 8th spot. And I still think that's probably where we're gonna end up. But overall, I'm a little bit annoyed by this season. Actually, I'm really annoyed by the match engine in this season. But I can't really do anything about that. So it is what it is. We'll just continue and see how it goes for the rest of the season. And yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna come back, to be honest. I might come back really late, because we don't have a lot to play for unless we are getting close to relegation. So unless we are getting really close to relegation and it's going horribly wrong in the next couple of games, I don't think I'll come back before before maybe close to the end, right? So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you around next time.